Hello everyone, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to 5-Minute Talk, a space to slow down, breathe, and talk about everyday life in English.
And I'm Bill. Thanks for being here with us today. Whether you're listening on your commute, during a walk, or just taking a quiet break, we're really glad you joined us.
Today's topic might sound simple at first, but it has more impact than we usually realize.
We're talking about small habits that quietly change your life. When people talk about change, they usually imagine something big, a new job, a big decision, moving to a new place. Change is often described as dramatic and visible.
Yes, and that idea can be intimidating. It makes change feel difficult, even impossible. But in real life, most meaningful change doesn't start loudly.
It starts quietly, through small habits that don't look impressive at all. No one celebrates them, and no one posts about them online.
Exactly. Small habits don't get attention, but they last. And over time, they slowly shape how we think, how we act, and how we see ourselves.
One thing I've noticed is that big changes often fail because they require too much motivation. Small habits don't depend on motivation as much. They depend on consistency.
That's such an important point. Motivation comes and goes, but small habits are easier to repeat, even on bad days.
For example, one habit that changed my mornings was delaying phone use. I used to wake up and immediately check messages and notifications. Now I wait at least 10 minutes before touching my phone.
That sounds small, but it's powerful. The first thing you do in the morning often sets the emotional tone for the day. When you start with other people's messages, your mind feels rushed.
Exactly. When I don't check my phone right away, I feel more in control. It feels like the day begins with me, not with demands from the outside world.
For me, a similar habit was walking without headphones. At first, it felt uncomfortable and even boring. But after a while, I started to enjoy the silence.
Silence is something we rarely experience now. We're so used to constant sound and information, but when you remove that noise, your thoughts become clearer.
Yes, and you start noticing small things again. The sound of footsteps, the wind, your breathing. Those moments feel grounding.
Another small habit that has made a big difference for me is saying no more often. Not aggressively, just calmly, and without long explanations.
That's a hard one for many people, especially for those who are used to being helpful or agreeable. Saying no can bring guilt.
But every yes costs energy. When you say yes to everything, you slowly drain yourself. Learning to say no is a way of protecting your energy.
And it's also a form of self-respect. When you respect your own limits, you teach others how to treat you. That change doesn't happen overnight, but it builds quietly.
Small habits also change how you see yourself. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, even a small one, you build trust. That trust slowly turns into confidence.
Not loud confidence, not confidence that needs attention, but calm, steady confidence.
And that kind of confidence is powerful. It doesn't come from big achievements. It comes from consistency.
I think that's why small habits are so effective. They don't try to transform your life all at once. They simply make life a little better, day by day.
And over time, those small improvements add up. You look back and realize you've changed, without forcing it.
So maybe change isn't about doing more. Maybe it's about doing less, but doing it regularly.
Small things, done often, with intention.
And being patient with the process.
Thank you so much for spending these minutes with us today.
We hope this conversation encouraged you to notice the small habits in your life.
You don't need to change everything at once.
Sometimes, one small habit is enough to start.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minute Talk.